Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with our Mixed Mini chat. It's been a really weird week. So if you have been watching the news, you'll know that there have been some horrendous fires out here in Southern California. Luckily, I don't live close enough to any of the current fires where I need to evacuate. But 1 degree of separation of knowing someone who has lost their home, others who have had to evacuate their homes and still haven't been able to return to their homes, and all of that. So my thoughts, prayers go out to all of those affected by the wildfires, and hoping and praying that the winds that are coming in this week are not going to make these situations worse. So with that said, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to record a video this week, but life has to continue going on, and this is a good distraction from what's going on. And I do have to do my nails, so I did do a transition mani. I used Forever in Bloom, which is a really beautiful set from one of the Color Street Color Play sub boxes, and I wore that from, I think it was Friday through to, I just took it off today. So yeah, I'll post a picture of that. I didn't get a chance to do so, but if you're not in my Facebook group, down below a link to the Facebook group. You can join and post your nail fees, just see what's going on in the life of Wendy from Cali. But I'm here with a Mixed Mani, trying to use it or lose it with some of my partials. So I have this, I think it's called Snowman's Land. I wanted those plaid strips to mix with Plaid About You, because I've seen so many people do it and I love that look so much. But I don't have enough for a full mani with that. So I'm also using Bad Blood and at least doing my thumb and maybe my ring finger with Bad Blood and Plaid About You. So let's get to it. I heard across the country on the other side of the US, there's been a lot of snow and ice, and I'm hoping all of those folks stay warm, stay dry, and stay safe as well. Really weird start to 2025 for sure. It feels like the end of the world sometimes. Even just seeing the images of the areas that have been destroyed by the fires feels very apocalyptic. So yeah, it's insane. I can't even think about it. So let's talk about some lighter things. What have we been doing to kind of keep our minds off of things? So let's see here. Work. There's always work. But in between working and watching the news and escaping reality for a little bit by listening to audiobooks, Panda Bear and I also picked up some pizza, and I don't know when was the last time I recorded a video. I feel like it had to have been over the past weekend. Not the one that just passed, but the weekend before that. So that means that I didn't talk about Ozzy's Pizza. Ozzy's a Beats in North Hollywood is a pizza place that is New Haven style pizza. So like Connecticut style pizza. And we had that on Monday. And then on Saturday, we went to have a different kind of pizza, New York style pizza, here in South Pasadena. And it was from a place called Pie Life. And in the same plaza was a coffee place called Jones Coffee. And Panda Bear and I got to try some really delicious coffee. Jones Coffee in Pasadena. Even though a little pricey, very flavorful. We bought, after having a taste, we bought a bag of their roast whole bean coffee to brew at home. And yeah, so highly recommend Jones Coffee if you're into coffee. Pie Life was good at first bite, but if you take it home and you reheat it, it's not the same. Not the same as having it nice and fresh, which you could buy it by the slice at Pie Life. I would recommend doing that. Just buy a slice if you're out there, and eat the pizza right then and there. Not really worth getting a whole pie from there. It just didn't reheat well. Even the kiddos, when we brought home Ozzy's Ibiza, I'm saying it all wrong. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's pronounced all funky, and I know I'm pronouncing that one wrong. But we brought that pizza home for the kiddos to try, and they really liked it a lot. But Pie Life was not as well liked by the kiddos. So if that's any indication of which one's better. But also, if you watch One Bite Pizza or One Bite, there's a channel that does like pizza reviews, and it's like called One Bite or something like that. And even the host of that channel rated Ozzy's much higher than Pie Life. So yeah. Panda Bear is back on his kick of wanting to try different pizza places, which I love doing that. It's always been something that I don't mind doing, traveling for food. Will travel for food. Plan all my vacations around food, and driving around all of Southern California to try different types of food. I'm here for it. Totally here for it. So yeah. And then because of the fires, air quality has not been so good. Up until yesterday. Yesterday, air quality wasn't so bad. So we were able, Panda Bear, my pops and I were able to do a 3-mile walk in the neighborhood. And I got to make a delicious soup for my fam. My mama made her most absolutely delicious tuna. And yeah, we ate well. We ate well this weekend. So yes. I've been trying to find new books to read or new books, audiobooks to listen to. So if you have any recommendations of books or any series that you're like, these are so good, let me know. But most of the time, the books that I'm into, I really love like chick lit, little like fluffy romance books. Yeah. I also like books that, have really good concepts about life. So right now, the book I'm listening to is talking about how just a way of viewing life. And I don't want to reveal the title of the book only because I'm not quite done listening to it yet. So I want to be able to fully digest it before I reveal it. So maybe in the next video I will talk more about it. But just listening to a different way of viewing life is always a good thing, especially when faced with so much adversity this past couple of months. So yeah. Bad Blood is coming on. It's going on my nails so beautifully. I'm happy that it didn't dry up. A lot of the times these solid color ones tend to become very hard and dry very fast for me. So far this one has not done that. So gotta love that. And I thought that I would be getting my January Color Street Color Play subscription box today, but it's coming I think on Wednesday. So when it does arrive, I will do an unboxing of that, trying really hard not to watch others' unboxing videos because I know a lot of folks got their sub boxes recently. So I'm not trying to get any spoilers. I want a good first impression without having seen any spoilers. So yeah, that's really hard to do though, because like I said, a lot of folks have gotten their boxes and already posted their unboxing videos and all that, and I'm so tempted to watch. I really can't wait until I get my box, do the unboxing, and then I can watch others unbox. But yeah, the theme is supposed to be very like cozy sweater like, and I forgot the name of the box already, but by the time I do the unboxing, I will have the name of the box hopefully already lined up. So yeah, but as of now, I don't remember the name of the box, but it's supposed to be very like cozy sweater like, and I feel like this is really on theme with that. So I'll have these nails to show off when I'm doing the unboxing later this week. So yeah. Because of what's going on here in Southern California, the kiddos didn't have school. So right from winter break, they went to having to stay indoors because of the bad air quality. And so They only just returned to school. I believe today was the first day back. So yeah, we were trying to keep the kids entertained and not thinking too much about the fires nearby. One thing we've been doing, because the new Karate Kid movie is going to be out this year, we've been showing the kiddos all of the different Karate Kid movies, and we just introduced them to the Cobra Kai series. And yesterday, I've never watched the Karate Kid from 2010 with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, and so I finally got to watch that with Panda Bear, and we thought that it was really well made and that the kiddos will enjoy that movie. So that is on our agenda for this weekend, is to show them that Karate Kid movie, because especially Lilith really was into the first Karate Kid, and she also enjoyed watching the second and third one. We attempted to show her the next Karate Kid, which was the one with Hilary Swank, but she got really bored of that one really fast, and I have to agree, that one's like not really worth watching. I don't know, it's just the way that it was written, and the actors and actresses, like, they were just too old for the roles. I feel like they did not look like high schoolers. So yeah. But I found it interesting that the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, he was like 12 when he was starring in the role, and the kids are supposed to be, I guess, 12 in the movie too, but the majority of the other kids that were in the movie playing 12-year-olds were actually like 15, so there was a humongous age difference, and you could see that, like, the kids were much bigger than Jaden Smith, and so it was just like kind of odd, and I don't know if that was done on purpose because they wanted to make the antagonists more menacing looking, but yeah. But what was really cool is to, like, just read up on the fact that Jaden Smith really, like, jumped into the role and did 4 months of training with Jackie Chan's stunt team to really, like, embody the role, and that level of commitment, I love hearing that in anybody that does, like, movies and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see if this old Plaid About You actually is still usable. Oh, it feels a little plasticky. Is it worth trying to use it? No. See? You can see that it's not that sticky. It's okay. Leftovers aren't always going to be usable. Even if we keep hoping that they will be, it doesn't always work out. Alright, so let's get this one over the ring fingers. One book that I finished listening to by, I think it's the author's name, Emily Adams. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. But the book was titled When in Rome. I really liked it. It was very a very nice escape from dealing with real life. And it was just fun hearing, little tidbits here and there, comparing the story going on, like what was going on in the story with Audrey Hepburn. And that made it a lot of fun to listen to. And if you're listening to the audiobook, the two people that are reading the story, the chapters, did a great job of reading the story. Really engaging, and yeah. Sometimes with audiobooks, sometimes the folks reading them just doesn't really grab my attention, and so then I'd have to find the ebook so that I could read it rather than listen to the audiobook. So it really depends. Oh my gosh, I always sneeze. Woo! Bless me. Sorry about that. That was probably super loud, and I totally apologize. Couldn't be helped. I was just I felt it coming on, and it, if you've been here on this channel, I don't edit the videos. It is all live recording, at least, not live on YouTube. Still haven't gotten to the point where I'm oh, let's go live on YouTube. I don't really actually know how to do that. And I don't even know if I can do that unless I have a certain number of subscribers or something. But anyways, so because I don't do any editing and all of that, sometimes life happens. You'll hear people in the background. You'll hear when my dog Buddha was alive. Sometimes he'll be barking in the background. We won't have any of that anymore. But yeah. Sometimes chitter chatter. Sometimes the landline will ring. Although at this hour on a Monday night, it really shouldn't be happening. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, When in Rome. So that book was nice. And it made me want to rewatch classic movies like Roman Holiday, Breakfast at Tiffany's, all of that. But I don't think there's a free way to stream those movies. I think might have to pay for that. So not looking to pay for any of my entertainment, at least not in the near future. We are going to take the kiddos, like I mentioned, to go see Karate Kid when it comes out in the theaters. So that is kind of our next movie theater adventure. And then this week, my niece Emelyn is celebrating a birthday. And I swear, she's so grown up already. I feel like she's already a teenager. She's a preteen. But I feel like she's already mature like a teenager. Some of the things that she wants for her birthday are just so grown up already. She wants craft stuff, so beads to, I guess, make friendship bracelets, or I don't know what she's gonna do with them. But she also wanted a hoodie sweatshirt that's plain black and oversized. I'm what? Whoa, literally she's already in high school or something when she's still only in junior high. I'm is that how all the children all the kids of this generation are now, that like they're way grown up before their time. I don't know, but we won't be seeing her until we celebrate Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year. Well, for us it's Chinese New Year, but we won't be seeing her until then, so that is going to be towards the end of the month. So I have some time to get the stuff that she wants for her birthday. So hopefully they all arrive on time, because they've been ordered, but some of these vendors that we order from take a little bit of time to deliver on the goods. I've been trying to figure out what other like Inspo mani I should do and replicate, because I really was so inspired by the knockoff that Stacy Adams had us doing, and now I'm just like thinking like, what can be done? Like, I had thought over perhaps looking at Color Street's retired sets and try to knock off a retired set, because I've done that before. There was one retired set called Alpine Freeze, I think it was called, that I knocked off that I really liked, and now with my scissor skills, my cutting skills, a little more refined after doing a whole bunch of cutting for the knockoff mani I just did not long ago, I feel like attempting to knock off Alpine Freeze again might be a fun thing to do. And then I remember knocking off Look of the Stylish, which was a set that was on my wish list until I finally was able to buy a set off of, I think, was it from Candace Poppy? All I know is I bought a set of that retired Look of the Stylish, and I was so happy, and I loved wearing it for St. Patrick's Day one year. But that would be fun to knock off again, just because I love that style. And then maybe try to knock off College Town. College Town is a retired set as well, and just that kind of Argyle sweater type feel would be a fun mani to do, I feel like. And because I have that diamond punch, I can totally see myself trying to replicate an Argyle sweater type feel. But the only thing is that trying to place them down in the right areas is really dang tough. If you're not like putting it on your finger and then like trying to place it down in the right spots, then if you're placing it on a nail strip and then putting that nail strip on your finger, it sometimes doesn't line up the way, like at least the way I envision it. And so it's hard. I don't know how some of you guys get your creative manis looking so amazing. I'm sure it's from practice, but Alright, so I need more plaid. Let's keep going with this. I remember I loved Plaid About You so much. I bought like a few sets. There are very little sets where I would buy multiples of, but Plaid About You was one that I had to have a few. And so yeah. But my nails are at that length where I can't use one strip for 2 nails. And so I have to just get over the fact that I can't be all trying to like save leftover sets so much. Just use the sets. I mean, it's hard though, because, you know, they cost a pretty penny. They're not like just a couple of dollars. It's literally, to make it worthwhile, whenever I order from Color Street, I gotta at least order 4 sets. Most of the time I wait until there's enough where I can order 8 to 12 sets, because having to pay for shipping is like, it's not my favorite. I've been so spoiled with so many different sites that have free shipping if you spend a certain amount, that it's hard with Color Street, because they sometimes have the free shipping after you spend a certain amount, but most of the time you got to pay for shipping. And so that kind of deters me from buying very often. But I remember I had like started buying a whole bunch of like Lillian Fox. So Lillian Fox is another nail wrap type company with very inexpensive sets, but their sets are not like 100% nail polish like Color Street is. And so they have a more vinyl feel to them. And for some reason, like, although it lasts pretty long on other people's fingers, for me, like, a Lillian Fox set lasts for like a couple hours, and then I start getting wear and tear really fast on my fingers. And it doesn't matter if I don't use a top coat, if I use a top coat. I've tried different top coats. I think it's just the chemistry of my nails. Just like with Color Street, sometimes folks have a hard time with Color Street adhering to their nails, and I don't really have that problem. Although if I wear only one set of Color Street, I tend to get a lot of tipped wear, because I am typing a whole lot on my computer at work. So I like this one way better than I like this one. It's hard to get like the nails to fully match, and the problem with Plaid About You is that if you don't lay them straight on, or if you try to stretch them like I've been doing, it warps the whole image. So that, but nobody's gonna be judging my nails that closely except for me. So the whole point of it is just the feel. This feel of, is it Burberry? I think it's Burberry. Is that the brand? The luxury brand that has that kind of design where it's got the red and the black and the white, like plaid looking feel to it. Anyways, whatever. All I know is I had Forever in Bloom on my fingers, and the tip wear got to the point where I knew I needed to replace my mani, and it's also been a week, and I said to myself that I wanted to post at least once a week in 2025. So I'm trying to do my best to reach that goal. I have been doing really well with doing my makeup almost every day, which has been nice. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I would just put on my face, which doesn't consist of very much makeup. It's mostly just foundation powder and eyebrow powder. I know a lot of people like using brow gel or brow pencils. I like using brow powder. I don't know why, but Anastasia Beverly Hills is the brand, the makeup brand that I like buying my brow powder from. And then I had gotten this single shadow of Natasha Denona eyeshadow from, was it Ulta or Sephora that gave it to me for free? I think it might have been Ulta. So Natasha Denona used to be only in Sephora, I think. And then now they're in both Sephora and Ulta, which I find very interesting because the eyeshadow palettes from that makeup brand used to be like over $100, and then now the majority of the palettes I've seen are like under $70. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that the single shadow that they gave me for free with a purchase that I made not that long ago is really nice, actually. So I've been using that. And then M Cosmetics, Michelle Phan, the YouTuber makeup guru, her brand, I finally purchased makeup from her company, and I purchased a brown liquid eyeliner, which I really love. So I used to swear by using a black felt tip eyeliner by Stila, from Stila, the brand Stila. I think it's like Stay All Day or something like that. But, oh, and it would be in black. And I would line my eyes in black. But now that I've tried brown, and now that the older I get, the more it's like, I want my makeup to look very natural, but also I still want like a little pop. Just a little bit. And so that brown eyeliner is great for that, because you still get that definition, but it's like subtle. So yeah. And then as far as blush goes, I've been using Color Street's Blush Balm in Romantic, which I really like. It is not as deep as Berry Vamp, which is one of the blush balms that was included in one of the Color Street Color Play boxes. But it also gives off a nice deep pigment, and it's not bright. So really good for winter. Like, I don't want like super bright cheeks during the winter time. I reserve that for spring and summer. And so I had purchased Romantic when Color Street was having a sale on their makeup, and they had sent me the wrong blush. They had sent me Captivating, which is a very bright, I think, corally looking color. I think that's the best way to describe it. And so I reached out to my Color Street stylist, Shannon, and she reached out to Color Street, and Color Street actually let me keep Captivating, and they also sent me Romantic. So I thought that was really nice of them, since it was their error, and then they didn't have me go through the trouble of returning Captivating. But don't know how often I'll wear Captivating. It'll likely be a blush I will wear in the spring and summertime, because Captivating is really bright, like really, really bright. But I'm glad I got to have Romantic, because I highly recommend that color. If someone is looking for a blush balm and you're looking at Color Street to purchase that blush balm, I would recommend Romantic. That's the color I like. So yeah, even over Go Getter. Go Getter was the original blush balm that Color Street had, and then they came out with a whole bunch of other colors for the blush balm. So yeah, Romantic is now my favorite. Although if they ever make a full-size Berry Vamp, I might just have to buy that one, because I really like that one too. But yeah, I know not everybody who watches my videos is into makeup, but I just thought I'd, share. Oh, and then of course I finish off my makeup look with Color Street's mascara. Although I really want to try, so M Cosmetics has a mascara that is like a tubing mascara. So it's like it layers on color to your lashes, but it's like super easy to remove. Like they come off in like little tiny tubes or something. So I kind of sort of want to try that. But I usually only buy makeup when it's on sale, because I just don't feel like makeup should be purchased at full price. Makeup's kind of like a luxury thing it's not a necessity. It's like a want to have, not a need to have. And so I try to wait till there's a sale. But I use TopCashBack a lot of the times for my purchases, and I'm able to get like percentage cash back on stuff, and so that also helps a lot as far as me buying stuff, because I don't feel so bad. Like I feel like I get an extra percentage off because of getting the cash back. So yeah, that's what I typically do. With Color Street too, I've been kind of scaling back on buying new sets because I have so many sets. And one thing I do like to do is wait until there's a sale. So every so often they'll do a sale, and I will jump on it and make a pretty big purchase, especially when they have like free shipping if you spend a certain amount. I always love that. I'm a sucker for that. It's like literally, I'm sure we're like, it's a trick of marketing, right? Like you probably wouldn't have spent that much, but then just to save a couple of dollars for shipping, you end up buying like way more than normal. And so, but it's girl math, and I'm okay with it. But yeah, anyways, Panda Bear went to take one of the kiddos to a tutoring center for an assessment, and so I wanted to do my nails while he was gone, so that when he gets back, I will be able to spend some time with him. And so that's where we're at now, and this is the final look. I'm pretty happy with it. I still need to do some cleanup work, obviously. You can see the edges need some trimming, and my cuticles definitely need some oil. So that will be tomorrow. I will be lotioning up my hands and making them soft. Winter is very rough on my hands. Air quality here too is probably affecting that too. But anyways, if you watched all the way through, yay, you made it. And even though it's not that cold here in SoCal, let's wish for rain. Why don't we wish for rain? You can put a snowman emoji and a rain cloud. If you watched all the way through and you can't think of anything to comment, go ahead and do that. Snowman emoji and rain cloud. And let's hope that the winds do not carry embers and create fires in more areas here in SoCal. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.